Gorgeous day today. Very fall-like as high temperatures struggled upper 60s, only around 70 degrees topping out today at Kenner. Beautiful looking out over downtown. 69 our current reading. Dew points low. They are a little bit higher than they were yesterday, but still very dry, and winds at times a bit of a breeze, but sustained winds have been fairly light. So today's high a full 10 degrees below average. Our morning low was also below average. Got into the upper 30s this morning at Bogalusa. I don't know about too many upper 30s tomorrow morning, but definitely the 40s and 50s to start our Friday. 60s and low 70s outside right now, but with that dry air, light winds again fairly light across the region, and relatively clear skies, we will see those temperatures bottoming out. I should say clear skies, not relatively clear. We should see those temperatures bottoming out once again. And coming up, that dry air is going to stick with us. Might have a little increase in our humidity toward mid next week, but generally speaking, it's looking very pleasant, even going well into next week. Winds are light at the moment, and again, all the conditions needed for those temperatures to bottom out once again. So chilly mornings, mild afternoon. As we've been mentioning, gradually both those morning lows and afternoon highs will be on the slight increase, but really through the weekend, it is going to be cool in the morning, maybe a light jacket or a long sleeve shirt, and then by the afternoon with plenty of sunshine, you can kind of ditch that and it'll be very nice. Gorgeous weather this coming weekend, a lot of outdoor events. Really, weather-wise, we could not have picked a better weekend for it. Now, the colder air is kind of getting cut off from us. What I mean is, this is the upper low that helped to reinforce that northerly push. That is starting to lift away from us, and as it does so, it kind of cuts off the colder air. The temperatures are still going to be on the cool side, and because we saw such a significant drop in temperature, it'll take a while for us to really rebound back into the lower 80s. That doesn't happen until next week. What also is working to our advantage to keep the cool air in place is there really is no sign of Gulf moisture or a big warm-up coming anytime soon. We are going to have this broad upper level ridge, which normally does help to increase temperatures, and we certainly will see an increase in temperature, but nothing very rapid. And in fact, we'll have kind of a southwesterly flow aloft until this upper trough pushes on through, kind of reinforcing that very pleasant trend. So I don't see any rain and a very quiet pattern going forward for the next 7+ days. Gradually those temperatures getting back into the lower 80s, but humidity levels also staying in the pleasant range. Maybe not as dry as we were yesterday and will be through the weekend, but overall still very nice stretch of weather. Now tomorrow morning, as I'd mentioned, another chilly one. Will be in the 40s, 50s. Gradually those morning lows will be a little bit milder. Saturday morning 50s, 60s and lower, or 50s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, and again for Sunday morning. So through the weekend, kind of that chill in the air, that fall chill during the mornings, but plenty of sunshine will quickly warm us into the upper 60s. High pressure aloft and at the surface keep us under mostly clear skies or mostly sunny skies looking forward. So beautiful conditions as we wrap up the week, go into the weekend, and start into next week. I'd mentioned that kind of southwesterly motion or flow in the upper atmosphere might help to bring in a few passing clouds at times, but overall it is going to stay mostly sunny. We have two invests out in the tropics right now. Invest 94 has been there for the last couple of days, although now notice that area has a lower chance of developing into anything tropical, and Invest 95. Both of these systems kind of following along with the forecasted tracks, or the forecasted spaghetti plots, I should say, no tracks yet. Both indicate kind of just a general westerly motion of those systems, never really moving into or threatening the Gulf. It's probably safe to say our season is wrapping up, if not wrapped up altogether. Just the pattern looking forward, and for the next several weeks, at that point we're nearing November, and at that point, historically speaking, we don't have any additional threats. 40s and 50s to start our morning tomorrow, high of 73. Mild but pleasant into the weekend. Back to the low 80s we go early next week.